In a shocking turn of events, Green Bay Packers star running back Josh Jacobs was arrested on Tuesday, facing 5 serious charges, including multiple forms of domestic abuse. This is a situation that has sent shockwaves through the Packers community and raises significant questions about the future of one of the team's key players. Fans, where are you watching from? Let's hear your thoughts on this troubling development. Jacobs, who is just 28, stands accused of battery, criminal damage to property, and disorderly conduct, alongside intimidation of a victim and felony strangulation and suffocation. The Hobart Lawrence Police Department responded to a disturbance involving Jacobs early Saturday morning, bringing this unfortunate situation to light. Police Chief Michael Rankes has stated that this remains an active investigation, and understandably, no further details have been released at this time. While Jacobs has vehemently denied these allegations through his legal team, stating that there is crucial evidence yet to be revealed, the gravity of the situation cannot be underestimated. His attorneys have called for fairness and restraint, emphasizing that the judicial process must take its course before any conclusions are drawn. But let's be clear, the implications of these charges are far-reaching, not just for Jacobs, but for the entire Packers organization. The NFL has confirmed that they are in communication with the Packers, who have acknowledged awareness of the situation but have opted to withhold further comment. This is a precarious moment for the franchise, especially as Jacobs enters his 3rd season with the team after signing a substantial 4-year, $48 million contract in 2024. His performance has been nothing short of impressive. A 3-time Pro Bowl selection and the NFL's rushing yards leader in 2022, Jacobs has become an integral part of the Packers' offensive strategy. Fans may be wondering how this arrest could potentially impact Jacobs' career and the Packers' season as they look to build on their recent successes. Will the legal proceedings affect his ability to participate in games, or could we see a suspension from the league? The answers to these questions could shape the trajectory of the Packers' season dramatically. It's important to remember that while allegations are serious, they are just that, allegations. Jacobs deserves his day in court. And as supporters of the Packers, we must navigate this situation with a critical but fair perspective. The coming weeks will be pivotal both for Jacobs and the organization, and the emotions are running high among fans who are anxious to see how this will unfold. As we transition to the next segment, keep these thoughts in mind. The implications of this incident extend beyond Jacobs as a player. They touch on the very fabric of what it means to be a member of the Green Bay Packers family and the responsibilities that come with that honor. What lies ahead for Jacobs and the Packers is uncertain, but one thing is sure, this story is far from over. Let's dive into the next piece of news that's shaping the landscape of the NFL right now. The recent arrest of Green Bay Packers running back Josh Jacobs is sending shockwaves through the fan base and the franchise. Jacobs, who was booked into Brown County Jail earlier this week, now faces a significant and concerning array of charges: battery/domestic abuse, criminal damage to property/domestic abuse, disorderly conduct/domestic abuse, strangulation and suffocation, and intimidation of a victim. Among these, the strangulation and suffocation charge is particularly alarming as it is classified as a felony. The details surrounding the incident began to unfold last Saturday morning when police received a complaint that triggered an investigation. This situation is undeniably serious and has left many supporters questioning the implications for both Jacobs and the team. As Jacobs navigates this legal storm, he has firmly denied the allegations through his attorneys, who emphasize that this matter is still in its early stages, with critical evidence yet to be revealed. They called for fairness and restraint as the judicial process unfolds, which is a reasonable request in light of the gravity of the charges. The NFL and the Packers organization are both aware of the situation. A Packers spokesperson stated that they would refrain from further comment as this is an ongoing legal matter, which is a measured approach given the circumstances. The league has also acknowledged the situation, confirming they are in contact with the club. But let's take a step back and look at what this means for the team. Jacobs, who joined the Packers after a successful run with the Las Vegas Raiders, has proven himself to be an impactful player. He was selected 24th overall in the 2019 NFL Draft and has since made 2 Pro Bowls and earned a first-team All-Pro nod. With a 4-year, $48 million contract signed before the 2024 season, Jacobs was expected to be a cornerstone of the Packers' offense. Last season alone, he led the team with 929 rushing yards and 13 rushing touchdowns, solidifying his role as a key player in Green Bay's backfield. However, with this arrest, the question arises, what is next for the Packers if Jacobs is unable to participate in the upcoming season? The team has backup options in Chris Brooks and Marshawn Lloyd, but their combined production falls short of what Jacobs offers. Brooks managed only 106 rushing yards last season, while Lloyd's injuries have kept him off the field. The stakes are high for the Packers as they begin organized team activities, and head coach Matt LaFleur is set to address the media soon. Fans will undoubtedly be eager to hear how the coaching staff plans to address this void and what the team's strategy will be moving forward. As we unpack this situation, it's essential to consider the broader implications. Jacobs' potential absence could lead the Packers to rethink their offensive strategy and possibly explore trades or signings to bolster their running game. The urgency for the Packers to act could intensify if more details emerge, or if the legal proceedings take a turn that keeps Jacobs sidelined for an extended period. For fans watching, this unfolding drama raises more questions than answers. Where are you watching from? What do you think about the impact of this situation on the Packers season? Your opinions matter, so leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now, as we continue to monitor this evolving situation, let's shift our focus to what's next for the team. With OTAs underway and the pressure mounting, how will the Packers adapt to these unforeseen challenges? Let's dive deeper into the next segment. It's a bombshell drop for the Green Bay Packers as running back Josh Jacobs has found himself embroiled in serious legal troubles. The shocking news broke Tuesday, revealing that Jacobs was arrested and charged with multiple counts, including battery domestic abuse, criminal damage to property domestic abuse, disorderly conduct domestic abuse, strangulation and suffocation, and intimidation of a victim. This is a troubling situation that no fan wants to see unfold, especially when you consider the potential consequences for not just Jacobs, but the entire organization as well. The Hobart Lawrence Police Department has provided some details on the timeline, stating that they were dispatched to a disturbance involving Jacobs on May 23, 2026. Following that incident, he turned himself in on May 26th and was subsequently booked into Brown County Jail. In a statement that feels like it could have been pulled straight from a thriller, the police added that this remains an active investigation with no further information to be released at this time. You might be wondering how this affects the Packers moving forward. Well, the team is aware of the situation and has chosen to take a cautious approach. A spokesperson stated, "We are aware of the matter involving Josh Jacobs. As it is an ongoing legal situation, we will withhold further comment." This is the kind of corporate response you might expect, but let's be honest, fans want more. They deserve transparency, especially when a player of Jacobs' caliber is involved. Jacobs' attorneys have come out swinging, vehemently denying the allegations against him. They argue that the case is still in its early stages and that there is important evidence that hasn't yet been revealed. They are asking for fairness and restraint as the judicial process unfolds. While it's crucial to uphold the principle of innocence until proven guilty, the reality is that Jacobs will now be under intense scrutiny, not just from the legal system, but also from the NFL, as he will likely face repercussions under the league's personal conduct policy. A suspension ahead of the 2026 season seems almost inevitable, and that could have a considerable impact on the Packers' offensive strategy, particularly as they look to build around their new acquisition. Let's take a moment to reflect on Jacobs' journey. Drafted 24th overall by the Raiders out of Alabama in 2019, he signed a lucrative 4-year contract worth nearly $12 million. After Las Vegas declined his 5th-year option, Jacobs entered free agency in 2023 and was tagged by the Raiders before ultimately signing a 4-year, $48 million contract with the Packers. His performance in the 2025 season was impressive. He appeared in 15 games, racking up 234 rushing attempts for 929 yards and 13 touchdowns, along with 36 receptions for 282 yards and 1 touchdown. He was a key piece in the Packers' offense, and now his future hangs in the balance. As fans, we need to grapple with the implications of this situation. How will this affect the team's morale? What does this mean for the coaching staff, who now have to prepare for a season with uncertainty around one of their star players? These are critical questions that need answering as we move forward into the offseason. I want to hear from you, fans. Where are you watching from? And what's your take on the situation? How do you think the Packers should handle JACOBS moving forward? It's a tough pill to swallow, but we need to keep a close eye on this evolving story for the sake of our beloved team. As we wrap up this segment, make sure to subscribe for all the latest news surrounding the Packers and let me know your thoughts in the comments. This situation is far from over. As always, go Pack Go!